Hey guys, my name is Richard DeFord, and if you've stumbled onto this channel, you probably have experienced something that I have because you've been searching for an answer. I'm not a firearms expert, but I'm certainly an enthusiast. And I can remember not that long ago, I took a 1911 apart because I wanted to clean it. In the process, I spent over 2.5 hours trying to put the thing back together again. And it's not because there weren't YouTube videos out there to watch that would tell you how to do it. The problem is I have rheumatoid arthritis, and as I've gotten older, it's become more and more difficult for me to handle any small parts and have any strength in doing it. I end up dropping screws, everything else, and it's very frustrating. I spent over 2.5 hours trying to get the recoil spring back into this 1911. This is my 1911. It's a Rock Island Armory TAC model. It is unloaded. I've already had it apart and cleaned it, and I've gotten the barrel back in place, and I've gotten the pin back in place. Everything's ready for this 18-pound recoil spring. A lot of these firearms may have a 14-pound or even a 12-pound recoil spring. This particular one has an 18-pound recoil spring, which what that means, if you're not aware, is that the force that it takes to push down on it is about 18 pounds. And when you've got fingers and hands that don't work anymore, it can be a real struggle. And you may actually end up saying that owning a 1911 is not for you because it's just too difficult. Well, I want to help you with a simple trick that I came to in my desperation of trying to get this thing back together, and it has worked every time since. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. Basically, by the way, you like these grips? These are from the Southern Trapper, and they are alligator grips. Love these. They're genuine alligator hide, and look up that website if you want to learn more about those. In fact, I may link them in the comments. Anyway, I've got the barrel back in, the pins back in place, everything is ready to go. And I have this barrel bushing here. If you can see this is one of the problems of doing this reassembly. Normally I have this out. I want to go ahead and show you. You want to have it as you're looking straight ahead at the gun. You want to have this to the left slightly to get it to slide back in. Okay, and then once it's in, I encourage you to take a drop of lube and put it right on the side, and that's gonna right on the side of that barrel bushing, so that when you rotate it, it's going to make it easier to rotate. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to rotate it all the way to 90 degrees. Basically, as you're looking at it, it's at the 9 o'clock point. This is where you want to have it. Okay, hopefully on the camera you can see that much detail. All right, so then I'm going to just pop this recoil spring in, and then I'm going to take this plug. Now the plug has a lip, if you look on one end. And that lip is going to be important, because if you don't utilize the lip appropriately, you're going to really struggle, and you may find this somewhere across the room when that recoil spring shoots it off. So hopefully you can see this here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this right there, and then a simple tool, something we have used for years, a simple Sharpie marker is the answer to this. The Sharpie is the perfect size to go right in the end of that lip. Okay. Now, let me tell you what this does. First off, it's plastic, so it's not going to mar the finish, but it is also the perfect size, and that when you hold it, I'm able to put downward pressure from my elbow and my shoulder rather than my hands. And so it makes pushing this 18-pound recoil spring much easier, okay? So I'm going to push it all the way down, and then I'm going to slightly turn this barrel bushing 45 degrees so that it gets right on top of the lip and holds this in place. And then from there, I'll be able to reposition the Sharpie marker to the edge of the lip. So I'm going to have it in the middle when I push it all the way down, and then I'm going to put it on the edge, and I'll be able to push it down the rest of the way and move over the barrel bushing. So let me show you how easy this is, okay? I'm going to put this in right here. You're going to want to hold it with your finger and your thumb when it goes down, in case for some reason you slip and it goes shooting across your room, okay? So right there, it's all the way in. Wasn't hard at all. I move the barrel bushing over. Just like that. Hear how it clicked? Because I just clicked it right to the bottom of that lip. Okay. So now, if you notice, the barrel bushing is just over the corner, right there, on the lip. So now I'm going to reposition the Sharpie, push it right down on the end, and then that allows me to move the barrel bushing back into place perfectly. Now the gun is completely reassembled. It literally took nothing, whereas it took 2.5 hours last time I tried to do this a few weeks ago. So hopefully this is helpful to you. You can watch it several times if you need to. What I'll tell you is just make sure you keep a handle on that plug, because it will go flying across the room if you're not careful. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe. I'll have more tips as they come available to me. I'll share them with you. Thank you. Have a great day.